Wait, so if you're controlling this creature,
Yeah.
and anyone gets hit by anything,
Anyone gets hit by this creature.
oh, this creature. Okay.
Yeah, he has to deal damage. Or enter the battlefield, which you're an Esper, so. Blinks.
Oh God.
Blinks and reanimate, actually.
Reanimate. Taxing. God. What is this?
Also, when voting, you may vote an additional time.
It's so mad. Just, why would you not? Why just make a bunch of treasures and then like try to find things?
So that's what I'm gonna make right there. That one. That's amazing because then Esper's the best colors for all the voting cards.
Why not just go chance deck with that with votes?
Chance?
Or aren't there a bunch of effects that like are random thing?
Chaos effects are in red blue.
Oh.
So if you wanted to make a real chaos deck, you could make a coin flip deck.
Yeah.
There's a coin flip commander, and there's a card where if you flip, I think it's like win 10 coin flips in a row, you win the game, something like that.
So you just keep going.
Oh, and then there's a card that turns it from a 50% chance to win the coin flip to a 75% chance to win the coin flip. What? What's up?
How does that work?
When you would flip a coin, flip 2 coins and take either result.
I mean, yeah, but I just my head real quick, just like 75% chance to win a coin flip, and I'm like, do they know how coins work?
They do. They give you 2 coins.
You see what they should do is make a coin flip. That's tails, side, and if you manage to land a side, then you just win the game.
I think that's what happens when you win the 10th coin flip in a row.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, it lands on its side.
Gotcha. Gotta go. Oh God. Okay. So, what I'm trying to do here is to drop that there. I'm gonna get this one under to lift it up. So, by default, this was above that platform there.
Yes.
I pushed the box on and it went all the way down.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna put a box under it so the gravity lifts it halfway up. Hopefully, at least that's my speculation.
Because of the up gravity's down there. Yeah.
That is my current speculation as to what I need to do here. Just get this box in here. Go out. Yeah. I think it's floating. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so you just need to shove more stuff down there.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, voting commander. I don't know. It looks. I'm interested in the voting commander.
How much is it to cast again?
6.
6. What colors? Oh, it's
white, blue, black.
white, blue, black, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Hello?
What's the face commander? Let me try to find it.
Locked, huh? I like the draft.
No, it's not. But there is. But one of the commanders is named Perry the Pulverizer.
What?
What?
Okay.
He's that's the Bant commander, which actually also seems pretty cool. So it's 4 mana, 1 green, white, blue, for a 3/3. When Perry enters the battlefield, put a shield counter on target creature. So shield counters are a new type of counter in this set.
Shield counter.
If a creature would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove the shield counter instead.
Oh.
So it's a weaker version of
Damaged or destroyed?
Yeah, damage or destroy. So if it's a weaker version of regenerate, or stronger, depending on how you want to see it.
What happens? You set the toughness to 0.
Still dead.
Still dead. Okay.
Same as forcing someone to sacrifice it.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the. You can't see it, but there's like a little box that appears if I go too far away from my designated play space.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Yeah.
Where's the main Esper commander? We can see what the theme for that one is.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Grixis, Jund,
See,
Bant. Wait.
I need to
Bant
find
again?
more fun because I kind of like tribal commander or tribal decks in
Yeah.
general. So I gotta find more weird, wacky things.
Oh, you want to find like good tribes?
Well, not ones with like a lot of support, just like ones that are like kind of like weird or like. Describe it.
All right, you want weird tribes? Here we go.
I'm gonna reload here.
All tribes.
Oh, I think I clicked street. I mean, is it a tribe if it only has like 5 cards?
Technically,
Yeah,
it's
so
probably not what you want.
no, I want things that actually are
Okay,
like,
here's the top 100 tribes.
okay.
Zombies is the top.
Yeah.
That one's got
In
probably
fact,
the.
I actually I need to definitely go and go through my will health and like go and upgrade it.
Yeah, elves makes sense. Dragons makes sense. Vampires, yep. Humans, yep. Goblins, yep. Wizards, slivers, dinosaurs,
Yeah.
cats.
If I had a
Rogues.
sliver deck, I'd never play it
You'd never, yeah.
with at least you.
I mean, you'd get to play it. It would just
Not be fun.
get deleted first, or you know,
Yeah,
or you'd kill
it's-
me, and then
lose
you
the
could
game
play.
first.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we're after cat, now we're in tribes that are less used. So rogue, which is one that I might make. Actually, not rogue. Ninja is one that I might make.
Ninja has a lot of support now.
Ninja
more
got-
support than it did.
Ninja got more support by virtue of going back to Kamigawa, but I don't
Yeah.
know if those are specifically rogue tribal like they were.
Oh,
Either way, there's rogues. I guess that's a deck. Pirates is a thing. Angels is a thing.
Pirates is a thing.
Pirates is a thing. Yeah, all of its support is basically in Ixalan, but
See, it will be the greatest day ever once they make dwarves a proper supported tribe.
I'm sure it exists.
There's a
so
lot
we got
of, there are dwarves.
angels, spirits, Eldrazi, knights, merfolk. Merfolk is pretty far down. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that.
And then werewolf, which I still need to make my werewolf deck now that they printed a proper werewolf commander. Hydras, yep. Elementals, that's one that I thought about making at one
Elementals.
point. Walls, I have that. Clerics, I have that. Warriors is a thing. Phyrexians is a thing.
Speaking of what, you have not played that walls deck in a while.
In a while, yeah, I could play it.
I don't think I'd play a Phyrexia deck. Mostly because that's infect counters.
Well, there is infect, yes.
Aren't like all Phyrexian stuff infect, or are they just
No.
mostly infect?
No,
Or
not
or is that
necessarily.
where they came from? The infect counters?
So the top Phyrexian tribal commanders are Atraxa, which deals with counters. So it's just every end step every one of your end steps you get to proliferate.
Right.
Oxroll, so that's mono black. It deals with slime counters and sacrificing things. Ooh, blue black. Sorry, not mono black. Skittles, or I should say Skitherix, but he's called Skittles. That's your mono black infect deck right there.
Gotcha. See, I don't like infect. Well,
There's a mutate.
see, if you just house rule infect to just be commander damage underscore, then you're good.
I don't think it needs to be commander damage underscore. I think infect needs to be eroded to be half your starting life total, not just 10 flat.
No, that's kind of what I meant by that. But yes, to be more articulated about having infect be quote commander damages half life totals, starting life total.
And then the rest of the decks are weird because they're not really Phyrexian at all. The commanders aren't anyway.
So
Let's see.
continue
Back to the tribes.
after tribes.
I have to reload the page here. Shapeshifters is a deck.
Sure.
Let's see. Walls, clerics, warriors, Phyrexians, gods.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty of those. There's at least 25 to 30 gods, so you could run that.
Yeah, that's a bunch of creatures that aren't.
Actually, there's 15 just in there. Actually, no, there's more than 15 just in Theros. There's 15 in the first Theros, and then you got the Return to Theros, and then you got Kaldheim. You got not Ixalan. Amonkhet has at least 5. Then there's the God Eternals from War of the Spark, so that's another 4. Anyway, demons. Bears is a deck.
Yeah, bears are oddly good.
Bears is a thing you could do. Hey, there's dwarves. You want to see dwarves?
Sure.
What do dwarves get? There are sub-themes, vehicles, treasures, and equipment. I told you to make a Dopala deck already.
Yeah, that's the one I saw, but I didn't want, like...
It's dwarves and vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a mono red dwarf deck. They printed a mono red dwarf commander in Kaldheim. When other dwarves you control get +1/+0, whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token, sacrifice 5 treasures, search your library for a dragon or artifact card, put it onto the battlefield. That one's a tutor commander that just grabs dragons from the treasure you make from the dwarves.
Yep.
You could straight up run Bruenor, red-white dwarves, from Adventures from the Forgotten Realm. That's an equipment deck. You could run Torbran, which is not really a dwarf deck, although it can sort of be a dwarf deck, but that usually gets turned into a spellslinger deck. Because if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent, or a permanent an opponent controls that deals that much damage +2. So for your dwarves, that essentially reads +2/+0.
Yeah.
So you could run it, the thing. The Forge Master, another red-white dwarf. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, if it was enchanted or equipped, return it to its owner's hand. Creature tokens you control that are enchanted or equipped get +1/+1. So, dwarves with equipment.
Dwarves with equipment.
That's pretty much how that works. There's not super strong dwarf tribal, at least in the commander, but I'm sure there are good tribal cards.
Yeah.
Giants, insects, ninjas. Yeah, that's one I want to do. Minotaurs, sphinxes, rats. That's another one I want to make. Birds. I already have birds. I should update my bird deck with some of the birds that have been printed recently.
Do you need to update them?
I mean, there's a card sitting right here in front of me. 1 white, blue, flying. Other creatures you control flying get +1/+1, and it's a bird. Allies is a thing you can do. Fairies is a thing you can do. That one's got a pretty good commander too. Horrors. Sure, why not?
Horrors? Like
Horrors.
horrors, yeah. Like,
soldier.
like eldritch stuff, or
I mean, you know.
like grotesque things?
Yeah, grotesque things. Yeah, soldiers, spiders. I thought about making a spider deck at one point. Didn't. Samurai, scarecrows. Oh yeah, that's a rude deck. That's on the level of slivers. Has to die.
Oh yeah, scarecrows. I've seen that one.
Good old Reaper King.
Yeah, Reaper King.
Snakes is a thing you can do. Oozes. Druids is a deck I thought about making.
Oh no. Oh no. Why? No.
What's going on?
This is slippery.
Ah.
Now I gotta like hold my weight.
Fungi.
Fungi.
Yep. Tree folk. That's a fun deck, I assume. It's actually tree folk is probably really similar to walls because you can just run Doran.
You have Tolfin running the tree folk deck.
Golems. Murs. Frogs.
Murs might sound good, actually.
Okay, let's take a look at Murs. If you're interested in that. What do we got for commanders?
Murs are...
What's the Mer commander? Is it what I think it is? Brutaclad. Yep, that makes sense. Morophon, Brea, Jor-Kadeen. Jor-Kadeen.
Mer deck, huh?
You could run a Jor-Kadeen deck.
Who is that?
So Jor-Kadeen the Prevailer, 3 red white. He's a human warrior, so he's not a Mer. However, he has first strike. He's a 5/4 with first strike, so pretty decent. And then Metalcraft. Creatures you control get +3/+0 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. And then you run Myrrh, which are artifact creatures.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yep. Especially since I already have a Bird and Brand deck. So you would probably want to run those.
Oh yeah,
But
probably.
you can run Boneworks if you want to do the 5-color Myrrhs.
I mean, I'm gonna run a 5-color deck. It's probably gonna be Slivers.
Alright, well then. Red, white, Drocodine. What else do we have? Frogs, wolves, beasts. I have a beast deck that I haven't run in a little while. Worms. I thought about making a worm deck at one point. Illusions, devils, crabs for the memes. Although there is a crab commander, so.
Crabs sound like it's accurate enough that accurate enough. It's kind of what I want to do. It's like kind of like a meme kind of thing.
Okay.
That's
Well,
just
you could run a mono blue,
fun.
or you could run a band.
What's band again?
Green, white, blue.
Green, white, blue. I don't know.
You could run Charex, the Raging Isle. It's 4 for a 0/17 Leviathan crab. Actually, since it's a Leviathan, I need to get this card. Spells the target Charex costs 2 more to cast, so he has Ward 2, and then he gets, you can pay 3 mana, and he gets +X -X until end of turn, where X is the number of islands you control. So I guess the crabs are for the memes, and then this turns into a Voltron deck.
Makes sense.
Or you could run, he's not a crab, you could run Tulane Teller of Tails as your band commander. He's got Vigilance, whenever you cast a control spell, draw a card, and you put a land from your hand onto the battlefield, and you pay 3 and tap him to return target creature you control from his hand. So, easy ramp commander, and then you just run crabs. But, you know, there is a crab commander, so.
Yeah. If you're gonna run crabs, you're gonna go all the way.
There are crabs that are not mono blue, so that's why you would do that. Or just run Morophon again, and just treat it like a band commander, and ignore the red and the black. Even though it's technically your color identity, you don't have to use it. Monks, satyrs, skeletons, shamans, rebels, phoenixes, dogs, elephants, avatars, unicorns, Kithkin, foxes. I tried to make a fox deck when I was making 8.5 tails, but I decided to reduce the other half of that. That would be clerics. Because there just aren't really there isn't really any fox tribal support at all. So we went clerics. That's good. Togs, constructs, turtles, apes, elders. The things with elder in their name. Interesting.
I wonder how supported these are now at this point. Not with them.
So we're getting into the ones that have much in the way of actual tribal support, but you can still build a tribal deck.
Melons. Oh boy.
Artificers, Specters, Berserkers, Griffins. Griffins actually does have a tribal, I think. Because there's exactly one commander, very and it gives Griffins +1/+1. Yeah. There's exactly one Griffin commander. Mono white. Just makes all your Griffins stronger. He's 5 for a 3/3. That's it. He's a Griffin Lord. Assassins, Gorgons, Archers. Archers has a bit of tribal support, actually.
Interesting.
Boars, and there are several boar commanders. But like, I don't think it's very highly synergistic. Plants, elks, trolls.
Play against a boar.
Boar.
Sounds very boring.
And Core is a tribe that actually has tribal support. Nightmares, horses. Actually, there is a horse commander.
What?
I'll read it off for you here when it loads. That's Morophon. Where's the horse commander? What? Is there no horse commander? No, I think I have unicorns. Yeah, I am thinking of unicorns. Never mind.
Well, let's be honest. Richard might like unicorns.
Shades, orcs, spell shapers, cephalids.
I don't want any more ultra version.
Melon Belly, ogres, Pavu. Pavu is a thing.
Ooh,
Pavu is an old tribe. They like melons. Ooh, and a cleaver. Chop some melons. Yes. Mercenaries, Jinns, Moonfolk, Barbarians. I can keep going, but I could. Yeah, I
I'm
could.
trying to eat here.
But if you want like a lesser used tribe that still has actual tribal support, you want to go to like the first 10 through 20 on this list. So like rogues, pirates, angels, spirit. You have a spirit deck.
I do. So pretty good.
Eldrazi, knights, make merfolk. Werewolves. I'm planning on making that beat me to it. Shapeshifters, hiders. I already have.
Oh
Elementals.
shoot.
Walls I already have, clerics I already have, warriors. You could do stuff like that.
That seems problematic back there. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Hey, look, there's a guy. Don't worry about him. Worry about that guy though. Worry about the guy behind you. Worry about him faster. All right.
He's having problems over there. It's fine.
I guess it's fine, but wrong way. Or is it? I mean, sort of.
You're killing.
That's to get back, I guess.
Yeah.
Who beat you here and wrote all this stuff on the walls?
That's the question, isn't it?
Wait, box. Do you go for it? Or do you stare up at Floaty Man? Making noises. There he is. Hey, friend.
I want to shoot him, but I'm not going to because that just sounds like problems.
I don't know what you're talking about. Time to go. Oh, hey, look. Trash wheel. You probably have to take that up. Grab on. Probably have to. Other platform there, yeah. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. They put a nice little grabby platform for you. There we go. And a door. Nice. Some ammo. A pile of something. Pile of goo. I guess. Don't stare directly at the goo.
Hey, it's Ben. Finally put this orb away.
Good. But orb served your purpose of being really funny. You didn't want to go. You saw it.
That was interesting. Now it's gone. We're saved.
Oh, you could run an actual giant deck rather than your Bryon deck, who is a giant, but that's not the theme.
What do you mean I can run an actual giant deck?
Yeah, because there's this card. There's this card that's just a. If a giant source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead.
Yeah.
He's not a commander, but he exists.
I think I saw that when I was looking at stuff for Bryon. It's like, oh, here's some giant synergy.
Yeah.
Bryon throws things, and so Bryon does damage by throwing things.
Okay, so there are actually a few giant commanders.
You know.
No, I don't. So you could run a red-blue giant deck. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess damage, if a giant, wizard, or spell you control dealt damage to it this turn, draw a card. So you have card draw trample. That's an interesting thing. Oh, that's super interesting.
Wizards do?
Yeah, and wizards. So it's giants and wizards and spells.
Sounds actually
Yeah, that's super interesting. I already have a red-blue spell deck, so I'm not going to run that. And I don't have
trash.
I don't need another Izzet deck, but that seems interesting. You could run that.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty unique. Yeah.
So then there's also if you want to run Jeskai instead.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're
My
stuck.
companion cube. Oh,
Didn't want to go back up and deposit it?
can't.
Oh, you couldn't? Okay.
Literally can't.
So you could run Ruhan of the Fomori, who is a 4-mana 7/7 that just starts punching people.
4 mana, 7/7. Just punch.
Yeah, at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent at random. Ruhan attacks that player this combat if able. That's all he is. He comes on. He comes down on turn, 3 or 4, depending on how fast you can get him out. And then he just starts punching people, and it's not up to you.
That's amazing.
But that's probably better as a Voltron than as a giant dragon.
Flashlight.
But he is red, white, and blue. So there's plenty of stuff you can do to have, giant synergy in there. Okay, so then there's Calemny.
I don't like this.
Why? Took away all your stuff, and now you can buy new stuff.
Melee.
Done.
Mystery.
Oh, and then the gun's 500. Everything else is 50. So, get E melee weapon and get in there.
Plus,
Wait, no, you don't even need to buy a melee weapon. There's one on the shelf right there.
they also gave me a flashlight.
Oh, it's survival horror time. No, there's a hammer on the shelf over there, though.
That's why I'm like, they gave me melee weapons. It's survival horror time.
That's funny. You have enough ammo to not do that?
Can you just... Yeah, I'm trying to put it in the orb slot.
Who's the insect? Is it that one? Is it that one planeswalker? Yep, Grist. So if you wanted to make an insect deck, or you could do Mazarek, I guess. Yeah. Cathrall. Nah, Cathrall's not really an insect. Cathrall's counters. So you could run Grist or Mazarek, I guess.
Oh. That's neat. At least it takes a pistol slot. Let's see, how many question marks do we go for? Yeah.
Price? No, those are going to just be unlockable.
Probably.
But if you want to,
Just
do
go.
it. I'm not going to make your decision. I'm not going to help with this.
I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
fine.
find out what it is.
You can do it. Don't worry about it. Enough out of there are some tribes you could run. I think giants would be interesting.
Yeah, giants sounds fun. See, what I have now is I have zombie wizards.
Well, you have zombies. You have wizards.
Perfect.
You have elves. You have zombies. You have elves. What is that?
It's a nightstick.
Conflict.
Or Tonfa, I guess. But I'm like a police officer now in the dark of night, trying to survive against the horde of zombies. Sure. Hey.
Keep smacking.
Oh, they're breaking through. That's actually happening.
So just in case you didn't think that this set was exactly what this set is trying to be, there's a card called An Offer You Can't Refuse. And our target non-creature spell as a controller creates 2 treasure tokens for a single blue. That's gonna be good. I like that I still can't find the main Esper commander. The Bant commander, that's the Grixis commander. That's Naya commander. Where's the Esper commander? There you are. No, that's not it. There you are. Oh, you're the Cephalid Rogue. Okay. Whenever you attack, target attack creature can be blocked this turn and connives, then choose another attacking creature with less power. That creature gains full strike and block. So to connive, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a +1 counter on